Hey friends, welcome back to another video. My name is Emma LaFave, and as you can tell without my face on camera and my voice sounding like this, I am sick. I'm going on day 7 of having a summer cold. No, it is not COVID. I got tested the second I started feeling symptoms just to make sure, and I was negative. So thank goodness it wasn't COVID, but I do have a summer cold. My whole family does. We've been under the weather for, like I said, I think 7 days now. And this is what I sound like. So I will edit any sniffling or coughing out, but you are going to have to deal with my voice sounding a little raspy today. So I actually haven't picked up a paintbrush in 2 weeks. I've taken some time off and it feels really weird. I feel a little bit rusty. So today I'm just focusing on painting, just painting and relaxing and getting back into it. I wanted to try and recreate this painting I did in my sketchbook a little while ago. I put it on Instagram. People still seem to really like it, and I really like it. So we're going to try and do something like this today just to kind of get back into the swing of things. Florals are my thing, as you guys know, so that is what we are going to do today. So I'm going to be painting in my Etchr Lab watercolor sketchbook. I have my Muño palette of 48 colors. I think I've used this maybe once or twice in a video. It's a really fun palette to use. It's great for beginners. I don't believe it's professional grade paint. I don't believe the light fast rating is very high. I'm currently doing a light fast test on all my paints. They've been in my windowsill for a good 2 months now. And I did take a peek and I feel like my Muño palette is the only one that started fading. So just keep that in mind, but it's such a fun palette to play with because there's so many colors, and yeah. And then for my paintbrushes today, I'm going to be using these Princeton Neptune brushes in a size 12 round and a half inch oval wash, which is a fun brush too. No reason, just other than that they're fun. And we're going to get going. Okay, so I'm just going to start off by mixing the colors. So I already have some purple here. Kind of wanted a bit more of a pinkier purple. So I'm just going to add a little bit of pink in there. Bit more of this lighter mauve color, and then I'm going to mix my green. I kind of want this kind of green. I feel like it's a bit too bright, so I'm going to dull it down with a bit of purple, which makes it darker but also kind of makes it more on the gray side, which is what I'm going for. And I'm just also going to add some of this like olivey green. Is that what I'm going for? Maybe a bit more of a viridian green. I don't know. A bit more purple. Like so. Okay. And obviously I have my colors separated. I have my green water and my purple water here. And let's jump right in. So I'm just going to take my purple color. I might even add some white just to make it a little bit more opaque. And I'm just going to do these really loose flowers, doing some long petals over here and then shorter on this side, like that. Oh, of course the camera, the sun goes away as soon as that happens. There we go. Sorry. The sun was really bright and I had to turn my camera down, and then it got really dark. My lighting situation isn't the best at times. Okay, and then I'm just going to go one this way, have the long petals facing this way, a short one this way, and it just changes the perspective of your flowers. And then a short one this way, long this way. And one reason I enjoy sometimes using these Neptune brushes, I usually tend to go for snappier brushes, and these are like super, super soft. I just kind of like trying to use new materials, and these, like I said, are super soft. They hold a lot of water, and especially for like something a bit more loose, I find they're fun to use. So, but honestly, whatever your preference is with brushes, go with whatever feels the most comfortable. There's no right or wrong way to use a brush or have a brush preference, if that makes any sense. Like so. Maybe like a little butt over here. Okay. Then we're going to go in with our green. I'm actually going to use this oval wash brush because it's a fun one to use. It's different. I go into my green here. And to make it look like these flowers aren't just kind of like floating in nowhere, I'm just going to go like right in between some of those petals so it looks like some of the greenery is coming right out. I feel like if you have too much like of a long stem coming out of a petal and then a leaf coming far away, they look really bare, and you want to make it look a bit more lush, if that makes sense. Like those leaves are right in there. And I kind of like when they touch the petals a bit and bleed, just because it just looks like there's less white space, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense right now. My brain is not working. You just do fun shapes if you like. You don't even have to do anything fancy. Let's make a bit more green. Oops. That has become black. That's not the color I wanted. Similar. That's similar. I'm also, because I'm just diving back in, I'm not worrying too much about it. We're just having fun here. Okay? I feel like I need a bit more green. And we're just making it super, super loose. And then we'll finish off with some foliage, which will kind of bring it all together. And as you can see, I'm going through this like diagonal kind of shape. Now the sun's coming back. I was just going to lighten up my camera. Make up your mind whether are you here or not. I'm actually going to use this brush on its side, do a line, and then just kind of do a dab like these oval. Kind of looks a bit like eucalyptus. Like that. That's fun. It's fun to experiment with different brushes and shapes. And again, I'm not worrying about like these little bloom marks. I'm just being really loose and trying to have fun with it. No pressure. That's the theme of today, is no pressure. Okay, now I'm going to take, excuse me, my Wonder Forest brush, which I really like. And we're going to do some smaller foliage. I'm just going to grab this kind of like limey green. And I'm just going to go and start doing some little greenery bits. Might even top some of them off with some purple, like it's like lavender or something. Just kind of placing it in, just getting the different colors, but also shapes and sizes to really just play with it a bit. Fill in some of those areas that might look a bit more bare. I'm going to do some just stems so we can do some of the lavender after. Okay, let's do some of those. Let's make it like a purpley blue color though. I'm going to mix this blue with my purple, and I'm just going to go on some of those stems, just using the shape of my brush. Like a bit more blue. Like so. And if those like stems look a little bit weird, you can just add a little bit more green foliage, like leaves and stuff on them. If they're looking a little bare or just out of place, don't worry too much about it. Fill it in. And it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Okay, I'm actually going to go over some of those purple flowers and just add like a little, too much, oops, wrong water, just lines to them. And these are dry, so you're going to have sharp lines. Like so. And then I might even go around some of these darker or these bigger leaves and just kind of outline them. Just do some fun shapes. We're just kind of experimenting here, playing around. I mean, why not, right? Is this gonna look good? I don't know. I'm just playing, getting back into the groove. Or trying to. Maybe even do that with the purple flowers a bit. I think that's good. And then I'm going to add some yellow to the centers of my flowers. And those little pops of yellow being a contrasting color for purple just kind of really adds to it, I think. Like that, or you can even have little bits of yellow foliage as well. And there you go. There is our loose floral piece.